Good morning, Sonny. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you found it. I don't have it like anywhere except for on that post that I put on my shop page.
Yes, I found it.
Oh,
Thank you.
cool, cool, good. So
Boy,
how was your trip?
it was really good.
Nice. It looked nice, the pictures that I saw.
Yeah, it was. But I would never go back to Greece again.
No.
No.
How
It,
come?
well, it's so commercialized.
Okay.
Every island you go to, the minute you get off, it's like a Caribbean cruise. It's nothing but shops and wanting to sell stuff. And
Okay.
going to Santorini, you have to pay even $40 to get up the mountain into the town, and then 40.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow. Yeah. Hello.
Hi,
Got your crew with you?
my crew,
I don't know if they want to go this way.
probably, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
So maybe I'll move this. I'll try to just.
My husband and my son.
It's really, I just pushed it for. There we go.
Okay,
I go that was. Yeah, that'd be great.
all right.
Yes.
You can stay there.
That's actually what I had it originally and then like, oh.
Okay. Oh. Open.
Yeah, yeah. You want to just leave your shoes right out there?
Yeah, I wore clean shoes, that's for you.
I should see like.
Oh, well. I guess my mother raised me different than some.
Still laughing about that one.
Okay, well, I have to take the drawers out, and take them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't set them on the tailgate for now, because I gotta get the cardboard and stuff out of it.
Here it is.
So,
You want to set that hand account? Okay. People are here to pick up the big cabinet from Italy.
ah,
They
yeah,
got
you're
only
getting.
got one cabinet left, I think.
Yeah, it's all very, very sparse.
Getting down.
What you got? One more week?
Yep, not even a week. Yep. Oh, let me get the door.
so what was there?
Morning.
Hi, Sonny.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am great.
Good.
Long
Yeah,
no
I see this
time.
back home, huh?
Yep. Yes, and glad to be home.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like that's what going away is all about.
Yeah, appreciating your home all the more.
Yep.
Yep. Oh. So what you working on?
Oh, this is a brioche summer top. This
Ooh.
is the bottom half it's just brioche in the round.
Uh-huh.
And then the top half is garter stripes.
Cool.
Just, I think it's just I don't think there's any sleeves. I think it's just,
Yeah.
and so it'll stop being in the round after I finish this part, then I'll knit the front and the back. And
Yeah.
anyhow, yeah. What are you up to? What are you working on?
I am working on a sweater called Woodland. So it's got like deer and stuff at the bottom.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow.
I love it, Sonny.
It's really,
Very cool.
yeah.
Is that in that book?
It's in Strands of Joy
I
by,
thought so. Yeah, I remember that. I love it.
yeah,
Strands of Joy. I've heard of that. Who wrote it?
Anna Johanna.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm loving this.
Sweet.
I'm gonna alter it a little bit because she has the sleeves solid gray, and there's no reason for that. At the bottom, they should have a green cuff to match the bottom of the sweater, I would think.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that. I might even add a tree or something above the ribbing. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
nice.
How's your summer going, Jean?
It's going.
Yeah.
Great. It's a little cool, but other than that,
Yeah.
yeah. It's hard to believe it's already the middle of June.
I know last night was so cold.
Yeah. Cool this morning too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, it'll be 90 before we know it.
I love 90.
Oh, not me.
Yeah, but you're by a lake, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a small lake, so it probably just adds to the humidity, but
Yeah.
but 90 is definitely lake weather. That definitely gets the lake busy. Whew.
Yes. So you guys have a boat that you go out on it?
Yeah, we have a pontoon boat. Yeah.
Cool.
When the kids were young, we had it all, but they went and grew up, so we're down to a pontoon boat.
A shame how they do that, you know?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Buy any yarn on your trip?
Actually, no. Uh-uh.
Wow.
Didn't go anywhere. I don't even know if they had a yarn shop in Athens, but it was mostly, just the history, just seeing all the ruins and going from spot to spot and seeing all,
Gosh.
so amazing.
I just,
Yeah.
yeah. It's got to be amazing and humbling, and man.
Yeah, it made me appreciate, because it was the missionary journeys of Paul. So we went everywhere Paul went in the Bible,
Okay.
making it come alive like that and seeing what he had to go through, and the distance that they cover, on foot, and it's unbelievable. So
Oh,
very, very cool.
just amazing.
But as far as the town, it's so commercialized. It just, everywhere you stop, it's just little shop, souvenir place. It's kind of
Yep.
but
Just put it right in my seat right now. I don't know where.
Well, I get that they have to
make a
make a
living.
living off of it, I guess.
Too.
I wonder if they have like a tourist season there.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Or if the weather and stuff makes it year round.
it seems like they said they were busier in the summer.
Okay.
I don't know. maybe because of hurricanes and things like that, you know?
Yeah, and also that's when people have the time off too.
Yeah, true. But I was telling Charlene, you know, like you hear the beautiful island of Santorini with all the white, yeah. But they're on top of the mountain and they charge you $40 to get up and $40 to get down per person.
Oh,
So you can't even, you know, it's just,
wow.
and yes, it's nice, but it's not, you know, I don't know. It is what it is.
Yep. Oh. Very cool. Yeah, those pictures that you sent were just amazing.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. But I wouldn't want to go back.
Okay.
And you know, right after we got back is when they had a major earthquake there on roads, and we were on roads, so glad we got before that happened. And now with all the stuff in the Middle East, I don't want to go over anywhere near that area.
Oh, gosh, no kidding. I'm with you. And
Morning, Jean.
hi.
You got your green tea on?
Yes. I do.
Beautiful.
My original green tea. This was the first one I made,
Very nice.
but it was the Acadia yarn, right?
Looks
Acadia.
awesome. Love it.
Still
Yeah.
one of my very favorite yarns.
Yep,
Yeah,
that green tea is just a comfy tea.
it is. It's my favorite sweater.
Yep.
What you working on, Arlene?
I'm doing another Delta.
You are. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Coming
Could you
along.
wear that to a Tigers game?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, you could. I finished mine and I finally found some buttons. Actually, Fun with Sticks and Strings. She bought out a big supply of buttons, so she's gonna start carrying buttons.
Oh, great.
But-
Good.
She's gonna be closed for a while. I don't know. Did you know she has a brain tumor?
I just heard that.
Yeah. So she's having surgery next week.
That's scary.
It is.
I hope it
Wow.
goes perfectly.
Yes. Now, when do you fly out?
Sunday.
Sunday?
Next Sunday, a week from tomorrow.
Well, give Fawn and Roy a big hug for me.
I will. They're so excited.
Oh, I miss
They're
that.
the ones that picked this tour.
Are they?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
How many people are in the group, Charlene?
I think there's probably 30 roughly.
And how many of them are people that you already know?
My group's just 8. There's 8 of us.
Okay. Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I wish we were going. But next year is Spain. And they're
Yeah.
going too, aren't they?
I don't think they've signed up yet.
Really? Because I
Uh,
thought they were going.
Let me check. Oh, yes, they did. Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yes. My sister Christine's going and her stepdaughter.
Cool.
Sue and Don just signed up.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yvonne, she signed up. She went to Scotland with us. Do you remember Yvonne?
Yes,
Yep. And Jill, do you know Jill?
probably, but don't
Yeah.
remember.
She went to Italy,
Okay.
but yeah, she's going. Sandra, of course.
Awesome. Awesome.
Really screwed together.
Yeah, is it? Yeah.
If we're not in World War III by then.
Yeah. Kind of feel like we already are some days.
I know.
got the knitting done on my emotional support chicken, but now I have to make myself sew it together.
Oh, the fun part.
Yeah,
At least you didn't run out of yarn.
right. But it's
Right.
I was almost done. I started laughing. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Yarn chicken on a chicken.
So perfect, so fitting.
And the pattern calls for, it's supposed to have stripes on the chicken.
Okay,
But my
want-
sister that was visiting, she fell in love with my chicken that I made, but she didn't want stripes on it. So I said, all right, I can do that.
yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I bet there was a reason that they put those stripes in there. But it worked out. And also I was knitting with a one-of-a-kind color from a Madeline Tosh one-of-a-kind sale.
Oh, no. Of course.
Oh, shoot.
I think Sunny's trying to put us in a trance. If you look at her little thing, it's the thing that's
Oh. Yes, it is.
she's trying to hypnotize us.
I was watching how fast it spins around when she knits.
Right. Oh.
Okay, well.
I sure do like that thing though. That is so handy.
Oh, I do too. I love it. Yeah.
Want to get that screw out there.
Is Diane working again today? I wonder if she is.
Have you made any more gnomes, Jane?
Yes. I went through my gnome phase.
Uh,
I was just yesterday thinking about making another one, but I decided to finish the sock I started, so how about you?
I haven't done any since the mushroom, and
Okay,
I probably need to. I like between big projects, so
okay. I did the one that had the big striped hat that we, was that someone to write gnome about maybe? That great big one with the legs and the striped socks. And then there was a mini one. So I did the mini one. I don't know if you saw that one or not.
probably not.
And then, yeah, it seems like I did another one too, but I made a couple for my brother and
So.
yeah.
Hi, Carol.
Hey, Sunny. Hi,
Hi,
Jen.
Carolyn.
This one.
How was all the traveling going, Sunny?
Glad to be home.
kind of-
I might have some.
I do know that feeling.
Yep. You've sure been running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Other one.
I'm headed out in the morning again.
How are they?
We're doing okay.
Okay.
You know.
Are doing stuff, sticking stuff
Right,
here,
right.
pulling stuff out.
But
all kinds of stuff.
yep, I head back up in the morning for an undetermined amount of time.
Oh, goodness.
I'm anticipating 4 or 5, maybe 6 weeks. I don't know.
Hmm.
Before someone can come up and, give me a break.
Yeah.
So I really don't know. So I just go with the flow and
And pack your trunk full of yarn.
yep, I've got a laundry basket with several project bags in it, and I've thrown extra stuff in. And tonight I'm throwing my winder in and my Swift.
Yep.
They're going up with me, and
Extra needles, I hope.
I've got a bunch. I'm gonna take my interchangeable set this time.
Good. I mean, I suppose you could technically buy stuff like that up north, but
Yeah, I'd rather not if I've got it.
yep.
And
I'm with ya.
I always knew that, well, if worst came to worst, I could have Charlene ship me something.
Yeah.
Sure.
Won't have that anymore.
Hey, if I've got something you don't need, just let me know. I'll ship it to you for sure.
You know what was really strange though? I fly all the time and I have never ever had an issue with knitting needles.
Yeah.
And this trip I didn't either, but one of the other gals in our group, man, they took her addies right, pulled them right out and clipped them off and everything else.
Oh, wow.
And she looked at me and I had just gone through TSA, not a problem. And then they pulled, that was just really strange. She was so mad.
Oh, I don't blame her.
Wow.
I've never had a problem, like flying with them. And
Uh-huh.
I've done circular and double points.
Yep.
One time I was sitting next to a pilot from Tallahassee to Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
And I started knitting it. And he asked me, he goes, they let those go through TSA? And I said, yeah. He goes,
How else would I have them here?
he goes, I'm really surprised. Did they know you had them? I said, well, all I had was my carry-on and they were right on top so they could see them. And he goes, oh. I said, according to the rules, they say you can,
Take,
they can come in.
Huh?
I said, I don't have scissors. And he says, oh, okay. And he had an iPad with a stylus. He goes, well, I guess it's no different. And I did ask him, I said, would you feel more comfortable if these were wooden needles versus the metal? He goes, well, I don't know. And then he looked at he had a stylus for his iPad. He goes, I guess it's no different than the point on my stylus,
There you go.
And I said, no, he goes, I just never knew they let those through.
Huh.
And then, it's less than an hour flight from Tallahassee to Atlanta, and we're flying, and I look over, and he's reading like a manual, like updates on, all of this. And I'm like, I hope you're not on my next flight and you're just now reading the new updates on the plane. Because I almost that was kind of semi-jokingly going through my mind, going, oh, okay, you're worried about my knitting needles and I'm watching you read a plane manual.
Maybe he was checking out to see what the TSA guidelines were to really find out.
Probably. But it was interesting.
Yeah.
But that was funny because that was the first he heard that they could go through.
Sonny, you said you didn't have a problem, but what did I miss?
So one of my friends that was on the trip, they yanked her eddy clips right out of her socks and cut them right off. She was furious. She was furious about it the whole trip, just going on and on. Because I was right ahead of her. I went through right before her.
Oh man.
Were yours metal? I said, yep, I had the metal ones.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So wrong.
Well, Tracy has had a problem coming back from Mexico.
Right.
And she had to put him in her carry-on. Her check. Yeah.
Yep. The one time that we flew to Mexico, I had to do the same. I had to put it in my,
Well, how can
only on the return flight.
if they've already checked your bags, because you don't go through TSA until after.
Yep. Somehow I had been told about it, so I asked them like early in the process and just put them. But would they have been mad if I had 2 pencils and a ball of string with me?
Exactly.
Probably not.
I did that right after 9/11. I measured 2 of my mechanical pencils in my little thing, and they were like a size 11.
Uh-huh.
I'm knitting on this flight regardless. So I had my ball of yarn and my 2 mechanical pencils, but they didn't end up taking my wooden sock needles that I was knitting with. So, but that's the thing. I mean, every pen and pencil is the same as a knitting needle.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see where they could be a really good weapon, but I if they're gonna enforce it on one, they should enforce,
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, those little size 0 sock needles those could be dangerous.
Yep.
Yep. You just never know if you get a cranky person or, that type of
That's
thing.
pretty much what it boils down to.
Yeah. Whether they're having a rotten day or someone's giving them a hard time, then they give everybody back a hard time.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if they're scanning your carry-on, there's really no way they could miss that these Chowgu needles,
No,
right? With the
No.
metal in the cord and the metal tips.
When I flew to San Diego, I hadn't even started my socks yet. So I just had the double points in the package. And I thought, okay, well, if they're gonna see a whole group of them together, and not a problem there or back. So
Sweet.
We're gonna come back to get the big piece.
Okay. Take the two little ones and then, okay, okay.
We're close.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you in a little bit. Italy cabinets going bye-bye.
yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah,
You feeling any nostalgia?
they got the two side pieces and they're gonna take those home and then come back and get the other bigger one in the middle.
Are
I
you missing
remember.
a bit?
I remember filling that up. I remember one time you were gone and you had me move. You said, "Let's move the comfort there, the worsted." So I moved it all over there, only to have it all not fit. So you got back. You were getting back in a couple days, so waited, and you're like, "Yeah, no, that's not gonna work." Couldn't keep them in the drawers, you know. It just wasn't gonna work, so I had to move it all back to the wall. Then we found something else to go there.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, when you come back from your trip, you're gonna be bored to death, Charlene.
oh yeah, twiddling my thumbs. Right. Don't think so.
No.
I got a million things I want to do.
Yeah. But then you run out of them and then you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs.
I'm not gonna run out. Come on, Sonny.
I'm just saying what happened to me, I don't know.
You don't run out of knitting.
No, you don't run out of knitting, but you get bored with it after a while. You got to do something else.
Well, I'm gonna go to the gym.
Oh, good for you.
She's gonna quilt.
I wish
I'm gonna weave. I'm gonna quilt.
because you could inspire me because I should go to the gym.
Yeah, you can come over and play pickleball with me.
Pickleball nearly killed my son, so no, I'm not going to do pickleball. You know,
Why did it almost kill him?
he on a business trip out in Texas, and they were having a company outing.
Uh-huh.
They get quite aggressive, though. And
Right. See, that's the thing. I have zero interest in learning the actual rules and keeping score. I just want the exercise of volleying back and forth,
yeah,
which is going to be much safer because I am competitive too. So if I'm
Yeah.
not trying to win,
he tore his Achilles tendon, so they had to take him to the hospital, and then they had to fly him home in a wheelchair, and do all that.
Right.
Oh my.
yeah, no, I don't want to get all like that.
Yeah.
Jean's working on her brioche.
Yes, she is. I've
I'll
never.
have this summer top done by November, I'm sure of it.
You'll have it done next week.
Does take a while on this, like 2 rows equals 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, Thursday night I knit 3 rows for the first time in a couple weeks. I did any knitting.
Wow.
So I was like, oh, this feels good.
In a bit.
sounds good. Yeah, it's got a lot of other ones.
Yes, right.
Go out that way, right? Keep you busy up front, it takes them out the back, it's pretty fast. Thank you.
I had my colonoscopy Wednesday and they put the IV in my right hand. Tried to get him to do my left because that's the one that does the least amount of work when I'm knitting. And no, they put it in the right and it's still sore. It still hurts.
Shoot.
I could tell when it went in, I'm like, oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Some of them can do it nice, but most,
yeah. She's like, your vein was just trying to run away. I'm like, oh, great. That's really gonna hurt. So I could, I was like, between my eyes closed, trying to fall asleep, and my hand hurting. I'm like, because I kept I wanted to do 2 more rows. I'm like, nope, gotta shut it down.
Doing a little bit better today.
Yeah,
Good.
every day it's a little bit better, but I've been doing meal prep and for my husband and laundry for both of us. I think I've really got one more load to do. I gotta lay out what I'm taking and then figure out what to pack it in. I think I got all the projects done. I just there's one more skein of yarn I'm looking for to take up. And
so what's your list of projects you're gonna work on?
well, Delta that I'm working on. I still have Komodo that's in progress.
Oh yeah, I still have that one too. Yep.
I have a crocheted baby blanket that just needs the border. I have a couple baby hats I need to do. I have a baby sweater. I think I originally in the basket I had like 6 projects. And then I've added a couple more just I was at a baby shop, my neighbor's second granddaughter's baby shower. And her first granddaughter was born in March, and I had luckily already had a pink sweater ready to go, just needed the buttons.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have time to make, I was trying to get it done. Baby was born early, so I'm like, okay, by the time I get the sleeves on this, it's not gonna fit the baby. So, and it was made with doTERRA. Well, then as I'm giving it to her, one of the times I was home, I find out her sister-in-law, her brother and sister-in-law are having a baby in September. And I'm like, okay, I gotta knit her one too. And at the shower, Whitney's like, oh, that sweater you made for Natalie is so soft. I just love it. I'm like, okay, I guess I was thinking of something else, if maybe a Royal or something. No, I'm like, okay, I gotta find, we already know this one's a girl. And I just happen to have some hollyhock upstairs. So I threw that in because I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do doTERRA hollyhock. So
See why we have a yarn stash? It's important.
It is.
mhm. Yeah, it's not, because I'm like, okay, I can't do another one in fuchsia because I don't want to be I don't want to be copycat, but I'm like, well, I could do fuchsia. I mean the purple, the hollyhock. And I'm like, I know Charlene doesn't, and I don't know anybody else that carries doTERRA. I'm like, okay, well that,
Yeah, Chicks with Sticks had a little bit of it for a while. I don't know if they have any in stock now or not.
yeah.
I think mostly they got it in there because Malabrigo has that a knit along thing every year. And
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, remember that it was that shawl?
It was the doTERRA, yeah.
Yeah.
They like to do the doTERRA.
Yeah.
I did see Charlene had a couple colors if I didn't have the hollyhock that would have worked. But since I have the hollyhock, I'm like, okay, yep, that's what we're doing.
Sweet.
So, but I've got till September.
There you go.
Taking it with anyway, just because.
Did Charlene find someone to rent the place?
Not yet.
Okay.
When she gets back, she said she's going to completely empty it. She'd really hoped to have it completely emptied and have someone paint it while they were gone, but she said needs to be, cleaned up a bit. And she hasn't advertised a lot.
Yeah.
but you know, that'll keep her busy when she gets back. She'll still do Facebook sales to, you know,
Yeah.
try to deplete down what she's still got. There's not a lot left.
No, looks like it's pretty sparse.
Yep. Still a lot of Rasta. I think she had one Cicero left. One gray.
Yep, that's nice yarn too.
Mm-hmm. Some Arroyo. The Dos Terras is all that's left behind. That's all the Dos Terras is left that we see in that cabinet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wondered what that was.
Yeah. The Western Sky cabinet is gone. There's still a little bit of Western Sky left, but not much. A little bit of Life in the Long Grass left. A little bit of Malabrigo sock. Not much Cosette left at all, hardly at all.
Amazing. There was a
Mhm.
lot of yarn in that shop.
Oh my gosh, yes. As someone who put it away, moved it around, and
And the spin cycle is moving right along, I hope.
there's still, well, she has 3 tubs of that. She had to move it out of that cabinet, so there's 3 tubs of it.
Okay.
So there's still a bunch of that left in all weights.
I saw a really cool top in the new Noro magazine, and I don't usually knit with Noro, but I really love the color.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, both shops around here that carry it can't get that color and don't have any.
Oh no.
Out, it's probably discontinued, but Noro has a listing of every stockist, that carries their stuff.
Yeah.
I went through the list one by one all over the country.
Oh no.
Had one skein, it takes 4.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to mix, so I finally found one in Kentucky. And so she said she'd ship it out. And then 3 days later, I get, oh, well, I guess we don't have it. We're waiting on a shipment. Yeah, well, your shipment's not going to have it because it's discontinued. So
Yeah.
this refund. So I started looking again. And then I found someone out in Washington and she has shipped it. So, but I really, really want to make that top. It's really cool.
Oh, well, that'll be fun to see.
Yeah.
Let's see if I have a picture of it. Let's see here. Oh. Can you see that color?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's
Isn't
pretty.
that awesome?
Yeah,
I just,
Very nice.
yeah.
that is pretty.
That's my next project, Charlene.
Oh, nice.
Is that a new Noro book and pattern?
Noro magazine, yes.
Okay.
It's a new Neuro magazine. They feature a sweater that's made out of discontinued yarn.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, the
That's-
yarn,
That's helpful.
discontinued, just that color. but
Just
they-
that color.
Oh, okay.
So I looked all over the country, Charlene, and I found some. So they're mailing it to me.
Very good.
Because I don't like Noro yarns usually. It's just too much variety in every skein, and I just don't like it. But that one I really liked.
Yeah. I think Lindsay is in Charlotte really likes Noro. I think she
Yeah.
carries.
Yeah, she doesn't have any. She said that color went, and she can't get any more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she's the only one that I know of around here that, of course, I
Yeah,
don't
me
know.
too.
I don't know anybody else that wasn't on the original
Yeah.
shop op. So
Wow.
Yeah.
they weren't one of the original 4 on the shop op. I don't know.
So you have to go back up tomorrow, Carolyn,
Yeah.
but you don't know for how long.
No,
Yeah.
I'm anticipating at least 4 to 5 weeks,
Okay.
but I don't know officially, and I'm
going with the flow.
Yep. Trying to pack all my summer stuff. As many projects as I can. This time the Winder and Swift are going up.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping my head down and staying out of the drama, sister-in-law drama.
Oh, boy.
That's all that matters. You know, that's my main goal.
Yeah.
Does she live up that corner of the state?
Well, there's 4 of them. So yeah, one of them does. The other one, lives in Chicago, and well, I got one in Indianapolis and one in California. All but 2 of John's siblings were at my nephew's wedding last weekend, so that was nice. It was nice we were all together for a happy occasion, and
Yeah.
or the majority of us, even though we got drenched. It was all good.
Always nice when it's a happy occasion.
Yep.
What are you gonna knit on the trip, Charlene?
I don't know. I haven't picked anything yet. I haven't made a plan at all.
Wow.
I know. Pretty crazy. Just really been focusing on the store.
Yeah.
4 more days after today.
Yep. I should have planned a little better and had the store all empty so Lewis could paint it while we were gone.
That's okay. Is Jerry gonna keep an eye on it while you're gone?
I haven't asked him, but I should.
Well, and there's never when you have a deadline, or like you're going on a trip to go away, or like at least I feel like when I like tomorrow I'm going back up, there's never enough time
Right.
to get everything done you wanted to do
Right.
before you leave.
Sure, loving our new couch.
Good. Now you need to sell the red ones.
Yeah. It's funny. I told Randy, I'm like, man, that couch was the best retirement gift. I'm just gonna sit on my ass on that thing all day long now. Ugh.
He's like, sure, do whatever you want.
Sonny, do you go to any knitting groups or anything?
No,
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
think so.
Yeah, for sure.
At night though, and
Some of them are during the day. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
This counts as knitting in public, doesn't it?
Well, I
Yeah.
actually.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we're knitting in public today.
Yep, today is knitting in public day.
I just got back from there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we had an artist with us, a fiber artist,
Okay.
and so.
In a typical Michigan fashion,
Weavings.
it's cloudy,
Okay.
So I'm looking for some
and
yarn.
a little cool.
And
Yep.
if you have.
That's
I don't know if
perfect
you have
knitting weather.
anything, like, I only need small amounts.
Okay.
So if you have anything where you have like one skein of a particular thing that, like,
well,
I don't need enough to do a sweater or anything like
Right,
that.
right.
I just kind of wanted to look around.
These here are 50-gram skeins, so they're a little bit smaller.
Okay.
I'm retiring, so. Most of the yarn is 35% off. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let me see.
Got any questions?
Do you have anything that is thicker and kind of regular where it gets that? These, okay.
The only knitting groups that I've ever been aware of are like, and this is gonna sound very naughty, but they're all like in their 90s and they're all sitting there making blankets and afghans and stuff. I don't want to be a part of a group like that.
Yeah.
I don't like to think of myself as that old yet. I still like to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they keep those ones.
Well, I don't know of any
My friend and I can't.
really like right here in Wixom Walled Lake area.
Firebird is a little bit longer.
Our Tuesday group, you know, is gonna get together. Our Tuesday morning class is gonna get together occasionally in South Line in the morning, in a morning.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that-
cool.
The Monday morning class, they still like to get together, but summer's kind of scattered. They don't, and now, you know, they're not sure where, because one of the ladies is really tired of meeting at Panera all the time. We were meeting at a at another place, and one of the other ladies didn't like that one anymore. So it's like, okay, well then you find some place else to go. I don't care, you know. It's hard pleasing everybody.
it is.
Somebody asked me, are you going to be going to knitting classes at another shop? I said, nope.
Carolyn, you working on Delta?
Yes, I am.
Did you separate
Yep.
for sleeves?
Nope. I'm about 4 rows from doing that.
Okay, cool. Coming up.
Yep.
Those are pretty colors.
Thank you. Life in the Long Grass, and I forget the name of it, but it was her sparkle yarn. The solid color is the sparkle yarn.
Was it Anzula?
Yeah,
Anzula, I think.
that's the sparkle, and that's Life in the Long Grass.
Really pretty.
Thank you. And I have 2 balls of each, and I keep looking at this Life in the Long Grass, going, okay, I hope I got enough.
I did my
should-
in worsted weight. And it came,
Ooh.
Did your Delta in worsted?
yes,
You did?
yes,
I didn't know that.
yeah, because that's what I had in my stash. I had those colors and I said, this is worsted weight and I'll never use it. And it was that purple and green. And yeah,
Oh, that's funny. I didn't even realize that.
I
Yeah, there's
remember
the-
seeing it and thinking it was the same colors that Charlene used, but I didn't realize it was worsted. Nice.
worsted, dream in color.
Oh, it wasn't Rios?
No,
I keep thinking, you know, there's times when you get going on these, and I'm just like, why didn't I do it in Rasta?
Right.
You get to a certain point, it's like, well, worsted would work too, you know, or chunky, but
I don't know. I have Zell. No, okay.
Diane working today, Charlene?
Think she did say that she had to work 2 Saturdays in a row. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
She can watch the reruns.
Right.
Yeah, here's my, see, the stripes are much fatter and stuff.
Ooh, but that's so pretty.
So pretty.
And I did it different with,
Did the sleeves and the cuff in the green?
yeah, I did it, yeah, opposite, I think. Had to be different from Charlene's, you know, it couldn't be exactly the same.
No.
Well, I like the worsted concept. That'll knit up faster.
Yes, it knit up,
Yep.
right? Fingering takes a long time.
Yep.
Figuring makes a nice weight sweater though. It's very wearable, but
Yeah,
Worsted does too.
yes, it does.
Well, I'm actually thinking that I might not put buttonholes, put buttons on this. I'll put the button bands on, but I might not do buttons.
yeah, you really don't need them.
Okay, good to know.
I don't usually button mine, when I wear them. So I'm really tempted just to make a button, make the band and
Okay.
I'll start those back up in August.
Kind of like, oh shoot, what was that cable sweater that we made a couple
oh
years?
yeah, Geiger.
Yes. I didn't put buttons or buttonholes on mine.
I put the holes, but I don't have buttons on it. Because I didn't find buttons right away, and I thought, well, they're there, but you can't see them.
Mm-hmm.
They,
Uh-huh.
it's not obvious there's a hole there, and if I put buttons in, great. If I don't, I'm not worried about it.
Good idea.
I love that sweater. Geiger is awesome.
I like it too. I keep saying I'm gonna make another one, but then I
No,
haven't started it yet.
I'm not in the frame of mind to be making one of those. My Alpine Bloom, I still have to un-Kitchener the lace part of the sleeve off of one of them and re-Kitchener it looser back on.
Ah, too tight, huh?
Yeah, just on the one. And I just haven't been in the mental capacity, mental frame of mind to undo it and to sit there and concentrate on undoing it. So
Hey.
Hello. Okay.
There was a Hohe sweater that kind of makes me think of Geiger, but it's a lot longer. I maybe bought the yarn for it. I think it's DK.
All right, love you, bye.
I maybe bought the yarn for it.
Here's
Very
the,
innocently, she says that.
let's see, where's the camera on this thing?
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
it's a really pretty sweater.
Yeah, that is a lot longer.
That is pretty though.
Let's see if I could find the. Well, that might be a good, substitute for another Geiger.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the pockets on it. Here's the front view.
Oh, that's pretty.
The colors, the color doesn't really show the cables all that well, but
Yeah.
that's DK, so I could use Dos Tierras again
Yes, you could.
on a 4 and a 6.
Yep, that's the way to go.
Or I'll probably just start another gnome.
I
That works too.
still got,
We're working on that chicken, and that gal made a pattern for little ones. I think she calls them chickies.
Oh,
oh,
the same person, the same person?
Yes, the same gal, yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna have to look those up.
I
And then
got
she made a pattern for like a shawl and a beret also.
Right, yep, I've seen that one.
That pattern is still on the front page on Ravelry. Cracks me up.
Is she one of the contributors? Because I know the contributors always have their stuff up there as recent patterns, even though they're years old.
Oh, is that why that ranunculus is always in the top
That-
10?
Ones, yeah.
And I know it's a super, super popular pattern. I mean, it's crazy how many people have made it, but I'm like, it's always in the top 10.
Yeah, yeah.
She also has an emotional sport chicken with legs and wings.
Yes.
Or the
Yeah.
legs and wings that you can add to your emotional sport chicken.
That's
Yep,
pretty
here's
cute.
the little chiclets.
Let me see them. Hold them up. Aw,
Isn't that cute with the little thing up?
Oh my gosh.
Well. And I was thinking, oh, I can make one with the leftovers. Yep, I don't think there's enough leftover.
You only need like 30 yards of, there's 25, 30 yards of, it says Aran or worsted, size 7 needle.
Is there, it's all one color, right? There's not a striping or anything?
No, it doesn't look like there's striping.
Okay. Yeah, I think I don't know how much I have left. I have enough to sew it up for sure, and then I'll maybe have maybe 5 yards left.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but when I think I'm gonna run out of yarn, I knit faster.
Yep, it's like that's gonna, do anything, but
Faster and tighter.
Well, let's figure out where you're at, where I'm at with these, okay, and then.
I have crates of leftover stash, odds and ends, and
yeah.
that's what I make all my gnomes out of, is all my leftover. And I've got to finish my set of castle gnomes that came with the king and the queen and the ladybug and the Viking and the wizard and the,
Yeah,
Yep.
I haven't tackled that set yet, but they're very cool.
yeah. I gotta finish that set. I'm not gonna make the castle though that goes with them.
Okay, so I'll go get cash, so why don't you tell me a total, and then.
Are you taking a gnome project up with you, Carolyn, in case you need one?
I might. I've got the needles and all of that I have part of the yarn for the last knit along one. And I have all the directions for him.
Okay. Is that the Professor Fungi?
Yeah.
Wonder
I
what,
really struggled to settle on the colors.
Didn't
And I'm
actually.
like,
Scared it away.
so I stress too much about colors. It's like I need to stop stressing about colors.
just pick something and go with it.
Yeah.
So are these, are
Not
not
a-
included or?
No,
they're
it's not a
just
knitting
strip?
thing, it's just trick.
Okay. Yeah, I went with Ace Camps
Okay,
and it was amazing. It was 12 people,
okay.
strangers, but we all got along great.
Yeah, those are usually awesome groups.
And they do trips all over the world. They have one to South Africa where you go on an animal safari.
Yeah, we're gonna do safaris.
But they also teach basket weaving there, and I think they do maybe like batik fabric
Oh, yeah, fun.
printing.
This afternoon, I've got to run because my husband just has, you know, the two small cars. I've got to run a wheelbarrow, an umbrella stand, and a couple other things over to my son's house that only fit in my car.
How much was this one?
That one was 25.
I
I got
a grocery store. Ugh.
Yep, I've been doing that, it seems like daily.
I'll be back.
But I gotta do that because I was making jalapeno soup, chicken jalapeno soup for my husband to freeze, and thought I had more, you know, jalapenos in the jar than I did. Like, oops. Forgot I
Oh,
was making a double batch. I gotta go get some more of those, let those kind of soak in.
so does he like batching it all the time?
Colors.
He's okay with it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wishes of course, he wishes I was home, you know, the puppy
Right.
wishes I was home,
Right.
but he.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just doing the best we can.
Oh, sounds good, thank you.
I am binding off my ribbing.
Woohoo!
Yes. Then I can be on to the sleeves. And then I get to steek it.
Did you see the sweater that she's working on, Carolyn?
No.
It's
Can you
called,
show it off again?
well, I don't, here, let me get to so it's got,
Oh wow. I think I saw that another time. Or
Yeah.
the start of it. Oh wow.
yeah, it's wonderful. I love
Oh, that's
it.
amazing.
Oh, I just opened the back door.
Oh, okay, I can't.
I saw them back there, I didn't see it, I'm like, oh, yeah, stuck.
Oh, I'm here. I can't miss it. Get this. We're out of there.
Oh, yeah, do you
No,
have
you
something?
got-
Okay, cause I know I have something up there, has a bunch of different bits in it.
That's it, oh, that's how that is.
I know what you're gonna do, Charlene. You're gonna open up a sourdough bread shop when you're done.
It's hilarious that you say that because Michelle Brewer, who just bought my bread the other day, she's like, you know, you really should open up a bakery in here because your sourdough bread is the best. That's not happening. I can promise you that.
There is a shop in, I'll have to find the post about it, the picture about it, because I don't know if I've sent it to you. But I want to say it's in Sweden, but I'm not sure officially. But it's a shop for like, but I thought of you because like when you go on vacation on your trip, you can take your starter over there and they will
Yeah.
keep it going while you're on vacation.
Right.
And they will keep it safe and keep it guarded and, you know, keep it going. And then you just, you know, it's like a kennel for your starters.
That's hilarious.
That
I
is,
love it.
Yeah, not necessary. You just put it in the fridge.
just put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's been in the fridge for quite a while.
Mine has
Yeah.
been for months, I think. Rob doesn't like sourdough, so
Oh,
I have
love it.
regular bread for him.
Oh, my son-in-law really loves the sourdough, and I've sent like a half a loaf back. I've made a loaf, kept half, sent half back with Katie when she's been up. But then, you know, and he eats it all and he just loves it. But I don't always get advance warning when they're coming up to get it out in time to get it, you know.
Right.
And like when I was home just for a couple days and she came in, it was back in April because it was for my son's birthday. But, you know, she got in Saturday at noon and I didn't know until like Saturday morning for sure she was coming. And she got up at 5 a.m. Monday to leave. So there wasn't enough time to pull it out, get it warm, get it going, get it baked.
That's
Right.
right. Woo, just made it.
Fractured elbow, but I'm good, I'm good.
I guess that's why people keep it on their counter for emergencies.
Yeah.
Then you gotta feed it every day, though. If you put it in
Yeah.
the fridge, you don't have to feed it every day.
Right.
And it's in the fridge sealed. Guess we'll see one of these days if it's still alive. If not, I know where I can get some more, but
There you go.
Hi there. What space you have? Shop looks huge now. It does. You gonna keep your desk? No. Why don't you get some desk for? So you get $250. Need a desk?
I'm thinking about it. I don't need one, but I like it for my, I have a master bedroom that isn't so big,
Yeah.
that it would accommodate the size of a desk.
No, it's fine. I mean, yeah, no, that's why I came in like terrible and all that. Yeah. Wow. No, I think. Oh, I see. I was so. They say the, work that's all photos of. You only see it when you look at the. Right, exactly. Right. It's modern, it's not a cheap.
all right.
Space where I
To your sleeves?
I've got, well, I thought I just had 4 more rows for, the, one more stripe for the sleeves, but I actually have 2 stripes for the sleeves.
Ah,
But I'm getting there. Slowly but surely it's getting there.
He sits on the floor there that came off, wherever that came off.
Yeah, it'll be nice when I do get the sleeves divided and I can just knit and purl for 12 rows and
yes.
11 rows, then do an increased row. I have to go check on something. I will be right back.
Make a card too. Yeah. I got my paperwork out in there.
I am not taking it that close. I'm not looking at your paperwork, I promise. And the only thing I can think of is because the bedroom is right at the very top of our stairs, is if he doesn't think it's gonna be able to make it through the stairs and the
Oh,
doorway.
okay, yeah.
That's why I thought I should show him that it's a pretty high, I mean, there's pretty good distance between the bottom of the legs and that, like if you, I'm thinking if we can handle it.
Right,
maybe we can get it through that direction there. Oh, I'm going out, which way do I get out of here now? I'm gonna turn around now, but there's nothing in here.
Weird.
Oh, goodness. I wanna get some more of that cashmere. Do you have a step stool or anything? Because I'm thinking a bag of black and white would be nice.
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Got everything.
Okay,
All right, well,
you have to send me a picture of it.
yeah.
Get it all set up, love to see it.
That phone number to the store, I can send.
Was it the store number? Was it the store number or my cell number? I don't remember what it was.
Let me get my phone.
Okay.
Let me see. Hang on. Oh, so
Oh, are you all set?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Got my cold.
I didn't know you were back.
No, that's okay, I just thought. Load is down, perfect, thank you very much, yeah.
Well, happy reading.
Thank you.
Well, how about the sourdough bread?
Oh, thank you, I am a bread lover, but I'm not a sourdough.
No.
lover For some reason, that's the thing, no. But happy retirement.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
I'm sure you worked for a lot of many long days.
34 years now I've been doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you deserve a rest.
Thanks.
Okay,
What number is it?
517, it's a 0769.
Yeah, that's not the texting number.
Okay.
Give me my texting.
Yeah. Your name is Charlie.
Charlie,
Matthews.
C-H-A-R.
Is that right?
Yeah, uh-huh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Add contact. Here. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, your phone number.
517 404 14 no.
you're like
Nice
any other
try.
shop owner.
Nice try, young lady.
My husband did that at a,
Home Depot?
not oh, they almost gave people heart attacks. Yeah. They're all same size packs, right?
Exactly the same, yeah, all formidable.
Oh, now why is this one more than the other one?
Is it?
It is, the other one was one all,
No, I did not. They're 120.
no, I mean the brown ones.
They're 120. 120.
Why did I swear I saw 105 on there?
Oh no. Probably thinking of the hat kits in the back.
Maybe I am.
Yeah,
Okay, you have a bag for you back there, right?
I do, yep.
I just.
Yes. Jane, there's a Facebook sale Wednesday. Last one before she leaves.
Last one, and she'll do them again when she gets back, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
I'll be here
Buy some
Monday
more,
through
yeah.
Thursday.
Right.
Did somebody get that little beaded purse that she had up there?
I don't know.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
Yeah.
So glad you got it.
Yeah, me too.
Tell the boys thank you for all their work.
Nice.
Bye-bye.
Right. Oh,
Your bag is
105.
520.
Let's take care of that one first, right here, you can just empty that, keep your bag and throw it in here. That way I can look for myself, not give it so much plastic bags.
They're just recycled.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take care of that one first, 105.20, I even grabbed change in my card,
Uh-huh.
I can give you the 20.
All right.
10. 15. 20, okay.
Maybe that's why you put 105.
Could be. All right, well, here's 120, I don't have the 5. Okay. You can set this back there, and I'm gonna, yeah, but I definitely want those.
some rasta that you got me here last time. And it seemed like I found more of the same color.
Oh,
It was like tucked back, so I don't remember what it was.
shoot. I know I was asking if you had any more of the eggplant. Was it eggplant by chance?
Eggplant, what, did you ask about that in the roster or wasn't, no, that was in the sock yarn you asked about. That I
You know what?
remember.
That you remember?
I remember that. There was,
Okay,
and I,
well,
I,
I'm
the
gonna ask
thing
about
said,
that one, is
the
it-
thing said that I had two, but there was only one, cause I came back there and helped
Yeah.
try to look for it, and
Yeah.
it wasn't in there.
Okay, but do you
But
have
the
any
rasta,
eggplant in
I
there?
don't know.
I'm thinking it might have been the red, because I thought I bought some red.
No, I thought it was a gray or indicita or something. You didn't ask, I don't think if there's more, but I saw
Oh.
that there was more, so I'm like, I wonder if she needed more of that.
How about the sombreros? Do you have any more of that? Or does it show just one?
Chose one.
Okay, I like that one. But one's not-
This one, it says there's three. The one you have up here. I don't know if there is.
Really? Because I did look to see if there was a third one,
No, if there is, but it says there's supposed to be three.
and I looked down on a different, oh, maybe this is it, and it's just, no, that's not
No.
the same one.
No,
Let's see, this is blue and gray. That's got too much brown in it. No, but that should be with this one, there are two different spots. But
sometimes people don't realize that they're supposed to be with their, that looks like it. Isn't that it?
this is it. Did
Yeah,
I get two?
yeah, you got two.
Okay. No, but this one I just grabbed from underneath, and you also have one I just looked at right there. Yes, so these should be.
Hello, Stitch and Tie. Yes, hello, Stitch and Tie.
Not with this one with it.
No, I'm sorry, I do not. No, sorry. I don't. I don't know anybody that carries that owl or anywhere else. I'm sorry. Uh-huh. Silk ribbon embroidery. Embroidery, no, I don't know.
The couch has become very convenient to lay down on. It gets a little more natural light there.
Done, done, done with the ribbing.
Woohoo,
Good for you. Ooh, gorgeous.
very nice.
Yes. Now I gotta count the rows because I want to make the same number on my sleeves. And I never keep track when I'm doing it.
I don't either.
Why? Because that would make sense.
Uh,
Oh,
It's like 22.
any more cabinet pickups today?
There pretty much are no more cabinets to pick up.
Wow. I'll try this.
I just have that one cabinet left to sell. Judy's
The one-
coming for the table after I get back.
Right. What about the one Jerry made that's in front with the Rasta now?
That's getting picked up after I get back.
That's getting picked up too. Good.
Yep.
Yep. So just the one that had the comfort decay and
Yeah.
And it's going to fit perfectly.
Oh,
Ooh, look at
nice.
you.
And
Then,
I do the steak here.
okay,
And put the button bands and do my sleeves, and I love it.
Very
Look at
nice.
that is
you.
so
I
pretty.
love it too, Sonny.
That's gorgeous. And you always love when you can say it fits.
Yes,
Kidding.
you never know, really. At least I never.
Yeah.
I still can't determine on sweater patterns if they're including the ease or not, or anything like that, and it just confuses me. You know?
I like to go by the finished size.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I hate worrying about ease and, you know.
I do too.
Hey, Sonny, did you hear what I sold?
Your last covered.
No,
What?
my
Oh,
Rona sweater.
Really? Why did you sell your Rona sweater? You couldn't get out of it what you put into it.
I know, but I never wear it.
that one semi surprised me.
It
That's-
is.
Now,
But that's
You're-
an heirloom. It's just,
Well,
You're not-
she was really happy. She loved it.
yeah.
now, have you sold Geiger?
Geiger. No, I'm not selling that one.
Okay, good. Okay, well then we know everything's still right with the world.
Right. The
She does
Rona-
have limits.
The Rona was very long, especially for me because I'm so short. You know, it looks great on Sunny because she's so tall. But I'm so short. It just didn't look very
You're
nice. Put on.
not short. Okay, let's see. I'm doing the card in the thing.
Okay, well, I do have to sign off because I've got to get a couple things done before I have to go over to my son's. Take stuff over to him because my car is the only one big enough to carry things.
Get a smaller car next time.
Yeah, well, we have two of those. That's why my car's the one that has to haul everything.
Well, take care. Good seeing you.
Good to see you. Hope to see everybody Saturday. And don't forget Wednesday's Facebook sale, Jean.
Woohoo.
You know, if you need something and you can't be on because of family,
Okay, will do. Thank you.
let me know.
And have a safe trip up there.
Thanks, son.
Yeah,
It's
drive
good
safe.
to see you again.
See you, Carolyn.
Bye. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Bye.
Hmm.
Left that back door open for a while they were loading up. Now I got big fly flying around in here.
Oh, darn it.
You'll wait until you tell me where I'm at on this, cause I only have so much cash with me. I'm not gonna, this is probably my last trip here.
$12.96.
These run each, so I can kind of keep track of them.
Jean, when you pick up stitches for, to go around the arm, do you do like pick up 3 and skip, 3 out of 4 or 2 out of 3?
No, you got 1170, so 10 is 110, so.
When you're picking up stitches for a sleeve,
Yeah,
I think it kind of depends on the gauge, doesn't it? I don't know.
Okay.
I usually try to follow the pattern fairly closely. But it's hard sometimes when something's in inches and then they tell you how many stitches to pick up.
yeah,
That's that, you know what I mean? It's like if they don't tell you how many rows you knit, they can't really tell you to do
exactly.
2 out of 3.
I love it when they tell you, pick 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4 or whatever, instead of just telling you the number.
Right. But a lot of times I just fudge it a little bit too. Like
Mhm.
I'll pick up too many sometimes if it says 2 out of 3, for example,
Right.
and I do them all. If I end up with too many, I just knit them together in the first round.
Yep, me
You
too.
can't even tell, at least I can't tell.
I just heard that, Jean. That's exactly what I do.
Just,
Yeah,
I'll knit them together on the first row if I picked up too many.
yep.
Yeah.
do you usually pick up 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, Charlene?
I think I think 2 out of 3,
Okay.
but that's just like a rough. I just do whatever.
Right.
It depends, it seems like if it feels like there's a big hole, I might skip it, where then I might like, oh, I'm gonna pick up an extra one here because it's real tight
right.
or something. I don't know. That's why I just worry about it the next row.
Yeah, that's true too. You can always you can add some on the next row if you need to also, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. Sometimes it's easier to add it on that second row than it is to try to find spots to pick it up.
Yeah.
Because if it's already a big loose hole, I don't want to go in there because it's just going to make it worse.
Does, yes.
I have seen some people do some creative stuff where they pick it up and then they knit through the back of it. So you pick up where that loose spot is and then they just knit through the back.
I do that.
Twist it a little, so that helps.
That's usually under your arm though, right?
Yeah. No one's going to be noticing.
All right, my son is getting here, so I'm gonna have to take off. So
All right, well, good seeing you.
you too, have a great week.
You too.
Let's see.
Top and inside.
Yeah, you can do that with those.
Is everyone love that color?
I'm gonna sign off too, Charlene. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye, have a good week.
Too, thank you.